when they study the text academically, whether at university or at home reading academic texts, is just how unorthodox and heretical the earliest Christian beliefs were compared to the later beliefs of the church. And I just want to share with you what some of these beliefs actually were, because I found them quite surprising when I first read about them. And I'm going to use as my guide Jimmy Dunn's book Unity and Diversity in the New Testament, an inquiry into the character of earliest Christianity. And Jimmy Dunn, as I've said before, is a leading New Testament scholar, professor at the University of Durham. And he says in his book, page 255, under the chapter, just how orthodox was earliest Palestinian Christianity, he says the following. The first Christians were Jews. Luke's account of the range of nationalities present at Pentecost, this is the great falling of the Holy Spirit in Acts chapter 2, where they all receive the Holy Spirit. People from all the nations of the earth apparently are congregated there, but they were all Jews and proselytes. In other words, they weren't Gentiles. These were people committed to Judaism. And even though they believed that Jesus was the Messiah and risen from the dead, that did not alter their standing or outlook as Jews. And Dunn continues, they apparently continued to observe the law without question. This is the Jewish law, the 613 commandments given to Moses, not interpreting their traditions of Jesus' words and actions in a manner hostile to the law. Nothing in what they understood about Jesus' teaching told them to reject the law. Hence the Pharisees seem to have seen in them little or nothing of the threat which Jesus had posed, Acts 5:33 onwards. And not a few became members of the Jesus sect while still remaining Pharisees, Acts 15:5, 21:20. Hence, too, the shock of the Cornelius episode to the Jerusalem believers. It had not occurred to them that faith in Jesus the Christ might make the purity law irrelevant. So they had no understanding from Jesus that he had abolished the law or made what was unclean clean in regards to food at all. He continues, they evidently continued to be firmly attached to the temple, the Jerusalem temple, attending daily at the hours of prayer, Acts 2:46 and 3:1, regularly coming together there for mutual support and in order to teach and evangelize. The hour of prayer is the hour of sacrifice. It's not like going to church in the Church of England or Episcopalian church for prayers. The temple was built for sacrifice, and that's why it existed. Another characteristic was their distinctive belief in the imminent parousia of Jesus. That's the return of Jesus, the Son of Man. This belief, however, seems to have stayed within the framework of Jewish eschatological hope. This is probably the chief reason why they remained so firmly rooted in Jerusalem and centred on the temple, for the temple was the obvious focal point of the imminent consummation, as Malachi 3:1 clearly indicated. This would also explain why there was such a lack of concern for the Gentiles or for mission outside of Jerusalem amongst the earliest Jerusalem community. They didn't go into all of the nations to evangelize, as later Christian tradition believed they did. They stayed in Jerusalem, they stayed amongst the Jews as Jews. They were still only thinking in terms of Israel, Acts 1:6, 22 and following, and 2:39, all that are far off, which refers to the Jews of the diaspora. In short, he says, it is evident that the earliest community in no sense felt themselves to be a new religion distinct from Judaism. This is a really important point. Today, after 2,000 years of Christian tradition, we think of Christianity and Judaism as completely separate and independent religions. But actually, the earliest community after Jesus ascended into heaven were Jews, practicing Jews, and within the Jewish faith. There was no sense of a boundary line drawn between themselves and their fellow Jews. They saw themselves simply as fulfilled Judaism, the beginning of eschatological Israel, and the Jewish authorities evidently did not see them as anything very different from themselves. They held one or two eccentric beliefs, so did other Jewish sects, but otherwise they were wholly Jewish. Indeed, we may put the point even more strongly. Since Judaism has always been concerned more with orthopraxy than with orthodoxy, right practice rather than right belief, the earliest Christians were not simply Jews, but in fact continued to be quite orthodox Jews. These were no liberals Jews, they were no apostate Jews, these were very traditional, committed Jews. Notice then that this is the group with whom Christianity proper all began. Only their belief in Jesus as Messiah and risen, and their belief that the last days were upon them, marked them out as different from the majority of their fellow Jews. None of the other great Christian distinctives that come to expression in and through Paul are present. So none of the great theological beliefs developed by Paul much later on, the idea that Jesus, the Messiah, died for people's sins, is absent. The idea the law has been abolished is absent. The idea that the temple is no longer central is absent. And so the idea that Gentiles don't follow the law if they become part of Judaism is absent. Rather, altogether, it is a form of Christianity which we today would scarcely recognize, Jewish Christianity. Indeed, or perhaps more precisely, a form of Jewish Messianism, a Messianic renewal movement within pre-70s Judaism. So this is before the temple was destroyed in AD 70, of course.